Nou ja, daar was Cravenweek rugby aksie geweest die afgelope paar weke en die Term Junior sportmense is by Loftus Versveld om vir ons die hoogtepunte daarvan te bring.
Junior sport is the way to go for action, fun, and all you want to know. Sporting highlights, just feel the heat. Junior sport just can't be beat. So sit down, relax, let the action begin. The finest in sport are competing again. So join us, we're sure that you'll agree. Junior sport's the place to be.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Perm Junior Sport. It's the Coca-Cola Craven Rugby Week program coming to you live from Loftus Versveld here in Pretoria. My beautiful co-presenter is Tanya Miners.
Hallo en baie welkom van my kant af. Dis die 29ste Cravenweek wat aangebied word deur Coca-Cola vir hoërskole. Ons gaan vandag vir julle 3 wedstryde wys, asook hoogtepunte van die Coca-Cola Cravenweek vir laerskole wat verlede week plaasgevind het. Maar bietjie iets oor die manne hier. Die langste ou hier by die Cravenweek vir hoërskole is 2 meter en 3 centimeter lang.
But if you thought that was something, the heaviest guy here weighs 128 kilograms. Now that's like you and us, you and me put together. I think, I'm not sure anyway, but we're going to have a look now at some of the action that took place earlier this month because the primary schools rugby guys also took to the field. And let's have a look now at the highlights of 2 of the games. One was between Transvaal and Eastern Free State, and the other one was Northern Transvaal and Free State. I think I got that right.
That's right,
I think so. Yeah.
Time for the mighty micros of the rugby world to take the field as the 21st Primary Schools Cravenweek gets underway.
Die primêre doel van die Coca-Cola Cravenweek vir laerskole is natuurlik om rugby te bevorder en die ontwikkeling van rugby op 'n primêre skoolvlak. En verder dan ook natuurlik om die kinders die vaardighede van die spel aan te leer en ook op sosiale gebied te meng, vriende te maak en hulle lewe te verryk op die pad vorentoe.
And the road ahead looks particularly good for these players, as Transvaal, in the familiar white with red hoops, takes on Eastern Orange Free State in a curtain raiser to the main game of the day. The kick charged down there by Transvaal, and Ranfontein's de Villiers charges across the line to make their first try of the game. A short while later, Transvaal break free from them all and break Eastern Free State's defence, with Germiston's Young making a fine run to finish off the try. The game's pretty hot out there, and it's just as tense off the field.
Ons het hierna toe gekom, so die seuns het moet geniet. En ek kan dit regtig waar met 'n eerlike hart sê, ons kinders geniet dit. Hulle speel harde rugby, maar dit is vir hulle lekker. En dit is waaroor vir ons gaan, die spel.
Ons wil graag hier by die Cravenweek onoorwonde bly, want die ouetjies is van die begin af voorbereid om die Cravenweek te wen. Maar hulle wil ook goeie rugby vandag speel.
And so to the main game, where Free State are preparing to tackle Northern Transvaal to decide who is going to take the honours for the week. The Free State team heads off with Richard Snowman of Grays College, one of several players from the Bloemfontein school in the team. Filling the number 8 position and captaining the Orange Free State team, James Blanche of Fitchard Park Primary School in Bloemfontein. The smallest player of the team at 40 kilos, Niels Holshausen of Smithfield Primary, takes the scrum half berth, an experienced player having previously played for Southern Free State at this competition. And finally, directing operations from Free State's back line, fullback Henri van Niekerk, a fast-running player from Dr. C.F. Visser Primary in Bloemfontein. On to the Northern Transvaal team, which ranked 3rd overall at the Primary Schools Cravenweek with a proud record of having played 61 games and winning 35 and drawing 9 of them to give them a 72% unbeaten record. Number 6, flanker Jacques Pretorius of the Camille Drift Primary School in Hercules, one of the lightest members of the team at just 50 kilograms. Taking the kicker's position and the number 10 jersey, in the hope of emulating the Blue Bulls senior kicker, Naas Burger, is Jannie Boyson of General Pienaar in Capital Park. Captaining the Northern Transvaal Blues, Brits-based Sunrift Primary School player Norman Echard takes the right centre position. That then line up of the two teams, so how do the captains feel about the upcoming game?
Gee ons nou die game. Ek soek die manne.
Ek dink vandag 'n baie harde wedstryd wees eerstens. Vrystaat is nie 'n maklike span nie. Hulle is ook onderwon net soos ons en ek dink dit gaan 'n baie tawwe wedstryd wees.
Ons wil graag ons oor 'n gewone rekord hou. En dit maak nie saak wie wen vandag nie, ons wil net rugby se naam hoog hou.
So that's the situation, with both teams unbeaten on their way to this game, with Northerns having beaten South East Transvaal, Stellarland and then Transvaal in a hard-fought semi-final. Free State were even more impressive, giving away only 5 points as they bear South West Districts, North East Cape and Far North in a clean sweep. And they look almost invincible as Ignor Muller does everything but score, losing the ball right on the line. But Northerns take the scrum and launch an immediate counter-attack, with fly half Jannie Boyson just unable to break free. The two scrums were fairly equal, with Free State taking this one and then knifing through the Northerns' defence on their way to the line. Fullback Henry van Niekerk and then right-wing Leon Rossering sprint for the try line, but only desperate defending by the Blues preventing the try. Once again, Free State launch a surprise attack headed by Henry van Niekerk, this time from a long kick which wasn't pushed out of play by the Northern Transvaalers, but by now the Blue Bulls defenders are learning the Free State tactics and are once again able to halt the attack. Half-time comes and goes with the scores at 0-0, and Northerns take a slight advantage with the breeze and the position of the sun now in their favour. But it's still Free State attacking, Dennis du Plessis leading the charge, which breaks down only due to bad handling down the line. A penalty kick gets the Blues into the Free State 25-yard area for the first time, only to lose ground again when a penalty is given to Free State in turn for Northern's players going over the ball. But with the constant pressure that Free State were exerting on the Northern's defence, something had to give way. The ball is passed out from a line-out, and fullback van Niekerk breaks away to score one of the finest tries seen during the whole tournament and put Free State into the lead at last. All credit to the Free State fullback, who had been involved in just about every attack on the Northern's line up to that point. And due reward, coming at last from an excellent try, which twice looked as if it would be pulled up by the Blues defenders. A try which, if it had been scored by senior players, would have had newspaper headlines blazing in very, very large print. After 13 minutes of the second half, Free State earned the try and take the lead 5-0. But the Free State try didn't dampen the spirits of the Northern Transvaalers, who simply stepped up the pressure of their play, applying as much pressure as the Free Staters had earlier. Blues captain Norman Echard almost turning a tight head into a try with this run, which was stopped on the line. But the following penalty caught the Free Staters completely napping, and the Northern's prop Hardenaldus Lawrence used his 70 kilograms to force the ball over the line in a storming run. The try was put up on the board, and once again the scores were level at 5-all, with the clock winding down fast. But the Free State weren't finished yet, despite time running out quickly, attacking with everything at their disposal and trying every tactic in the book to get the ball over the line just one more time. Getting the ball away from the loose, the Free Staters charged downfield, van Niekerk once again in the thick of things. But despite a valiant effort, the fullback loses the ball and the game clock runs out, leaving the two teams all square at 5-all.
Dit was 'n baie harde wedstryd geweest en ons sou dit verwag het van 'n eindstryd. Vrystaat is nie 'n baie maklike span nie. Hulle was baie goeie teenstand geweest en ek dink ons man het goed gedoen.
Ons het verwag het gaan 'n tawwe span wees. En die Here het al twee die spanne gehelp. En rugby se naam is vandag ook hoog gehou.
We asked a couple of the players if heights made a difference.
Nee. Klein potjies, maar groot gif.
En jy is die grootste op die toernooi, die manne jou rondgestoot.
Nee meneer, ek het hulle rondgestoot.
And a final word from the Banana Boys, just to round things off.
You might not have won Cravenweek.
But the Craig Cup's definitely coming. Oh, yeah. It comes from the hearts and it's alright. Yeah!
Ja, ma. 15 kilo's.
Geef vir my daai ou jersey laat ma hom gaan. Wat? Is dit tog die blou jersey wat jy aan het nie? Skaam jy jou nie? Waar gaan jy horries kry as
wat is nou, ma?
Jy 'n blou jersey aan het?
Wat's dit nou?
Sisse, gagga. Poppie, en hy gaan vir jou reserve ballboy laat speel Saterdag. Pa gaan vir jou vis wees, sis. Dat ek die ding gaan was.
I can see the difference. Can ma see the difference?
Of course I can see the difference. What can you see the difference?
I can see the difference, maar hoe het maar het gedoen?
Met my eie nuwe Ma-Pelser waspoeier. Al die blou uit jou wasdag met Ma-Pelser se splint